Hey guys, it is MooBearxoxo with another YouTube video. I know my channel has been dead, so welcome to my dead YouTube channel if you haven't seen my lovely face before. I apologise for it being dead, but just deal with it. So due to some popular demand, I felt like filming a rant video, and so I asked everyone on my Snapchat, everyone on Instagram, if they would like to see another rant video, which of course they all did. Okay, so before I get into the rant, I would just like to clarify that me and this guy are sort of okay, we're okay. We can tolerate each other, well at least I can tolerate him. Okay, so if he's watching this, if you're somehow watching this, the guy who's in the video, hi. No offense, but I just need to get some stuff off my chest about you. But yeah, I can tolerate you. We're okay, I think. Okay. So this guy is gonna go by the name of Sam. So I'm on Yubbo, which if you do not know what Yubbo is, it is basically like a Tinder for Snapchat. And this is where I met Sam. So while on Yubbo, you do meet guys on there, obviously. You can choose who you want to meet. You can meet guys, you can meet girls. It's basically just like Tinder for Snapchat, really. But on this app, you will find guys on there. Some maybe fuckboys, like normal. But then sometimes you might find a decent guy. That is what I thought Sam was. Okay, so Sam and I met last year. Can't remember the month, but I know we met last year. So yeah, we started talking and everything, and it just seemed natural. He seemed like a really cool guy. So, but then I started to get feelings for him, obviously, because he's nice. He hasn't acted fuckboyish. He was acting fairly decent and fairly nice compared to other guys that I have met on the app. But so yeah, I started falling for him, obviously, because I fall for guys way too easily. But yeah, I ended up falling for him. And then I was talking to one of my friends one day, saying, oh, I really like this guy called Sam, and I don't want to tell him in case he doesn't like me back, which is generally the case every single time with every single guy I've liked. That's why I don't tell the guys that I currently like that I like them, because I know how to end out. It won't end out well. But she said basically to just tell him. So I did. So I was like, hypothetically, if I liked you, would you like me back? That sort of stuff. And then he's like, yeah. Okay, so before all this, we would send each other X's, kisses. Yeah. So I thought he was into me, just as I was into him. So yeah. So yeah, back to the hypothetical. So I asked him, if he liked me back, if it was hypothetically. And then he was like, yeah, and I was like, yep, yeah. Okay, so he was like, yeah, but that's only hypothetically. So then I was like, but what if it wasn't hypothetically? And he's like, yeah, I still like you. So for me, that has been a long time since a guy has actually liked me back, so I was genuinely thinking that he liked me back too. So we liked each other, and then for me, because Sam lives in another state, so I live in South Australia, he's more on the eastern side. Yeah, so I was actually considering starting a long distance relationship with Sam. I would watch YouTube videos about how to deal with being in a long distance relationship. I asked one of my friends what it was like for her being in a long distance relationship, because I think she's currently with my friend. Let's call her Stacy. So yeah, so as far as I know, I think Stacy's still with her boyfriend. They live in the same state, just a few hours apart, but I think they're still together. I'm sorry if they're not, and if Stacy's watching this. But yeah, so I asked her what it's like and everything. So I was genuinely thinking about having a long distance relationship, which for me is sort of a big deal because my only relationship was sort of a long distance relationship, and I just couldn't handle it because the guy wasn't talking to me very often, and I thought he was cheating on me. I thought he found someone else. I thought he was purposely ignoring me. So I sort of ended it with that guy. Not Sam. Not Sam. This is some other guy. My ex-boyfriend. My only ex-boyfriend. But apart from that. So yeah, I was actually genuinely falling for Sam. And it seemed like he felt the same way. Or so I thought. So on Valentine's Day, yeah, I asked him if he remembered it was Valentine's Day and everything. And I was like, oh, don't you have something to say to me? Like Happy Valentine's Day, that whole thing. And then we ended up getting in the conversation of, so do you have any love interests? And I was like, yeah, but it's guaranteed that none of them like me back, which I still sort of think now that none of them like me back, but I don't tell them that because I don't want to. So then, yeah, so I told him that, and then I asked him, so do you have any love interests? And he goes, yeah, I do. Now, as he was describing this girl to me, he didn't say any name yet, but the way he described it sort of made it sound like myself. And I thought, oh my god, he actually likes me back. But that's where it fell apart. It ended up being some chick from, let's say, Mexico. First place to Mexico. And I was like, oh, of course, why would I assume that I'm his love interest? And at that time, he was one of my love interests too. So that really hurt me because I actually thought he did like me back. For like a long time I thought, finally, I have some guy interested in me. But, yeah, he's in love with Maria from Mexico. So, after that, I was like, okay, I really wasn't talking to him as much as I would beforehand. So, I ended up ignoring him for a couple of months because I didn't want to talk to him because I was that upset because I genuinely thought he did like me back. So then, it wasn't until he messaged me a while before I decided to reply back. Say, like, around March, I think. I can't remember the date, because, yeah, it's been a while. And all he basically said was, hey. So then, I was at that stage where I was like, I guess I can start talking to him again. So I was like, hi. Now, as I replied to him, I was like, I'm not going to give him much conversation. I'm just going to be short, simple, and done. So I decided to talk to him again. And, yeah. So he was like, oh, well, why did we stop talking? And then, after that, he did block me on Facebook, because as we were talking on Messenger, he blocked me on Facebook because I didn't answer. Because he obviously didn't know what he had done, and I was really angry at him for not knowing what he had done. So then, I texted him saying, oh, sort of like, it was your fault that we'd stopped talking, really, because I wanted to blame it on him. I just blamed it on him. So then that sort of resulted in an argument-ish sort of thing. This really is not turning into a rant. It's turning like more into a story time, but it's like starts off as a story time. But then, story time / rant, that's what it is. So after that, I wasn't telling him what he'd done, I think. I can't remember this because I did block him. So I don't have the messages from before. But then, we were on Snapchat, we were talking on Snapchat, through like the chat part of it, not the snap part, but the chat part. And he was like, I can't remember what it was like, but it was like, he wanted to know what he'd done, and I was like, well, it's your fault, I'm not telling you what you've done, you can go and bloody find out for yourself. So, before this part, before like the whole like argument thing, before I blocked him, he added me into this group that he had made for, let's go, he added me into a group for, okay, I'm just going to say what it is, a clothing business. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? Let's just try this thing out. So he's like the boss of this clothing business. It's very small. It hasn't like taken off yet, but hopefully it will in the future. But then like I didn't really like want to talk to him much because I didn't want to fall for him again. Okay, so then we got into a whole argument one day about how it was his fault and I wasn't telling him what he had done. So then we sort of just left it at that because I was really annoyed at him. But then the general manager of like this clothing business was like, hey, what's going on between you and Sam? You know, this clothing business is like a family. We can't have any like harsh feelings towards each other. Tell me what's wrong. So I basically summed it up and told her what was wrong. So then after a while, Sam got back to me saying, hey, I know what I've done, ask me why. And I didn't want to talk to him because I knew, oh, this girl that I talked to, the general manager, must have told him what he had done. And then I'm just trying to find like the screenshot that I had of the conversation. Okay, where is it? It's probably going to take me a while. I had it up before. I have that many screenshots on here, it's not funny. Okay. So he was like, I know what I've done. I can explain everything for you. So I was like, what's your explanation then? So this is like from, he's talking about Maria. So he'd obviously found out what he'd done, like saying how like I wasn't his love interest and he had another love interest and how that really hurt me and everything. So then he was like, I knew this girl for a few years and I was crazy about her. Pretty much I just fell for her incredibly hard and everyone else in my life just vanished. If you knew what that felt like, then you would understand. I could not help it. And after reading this, when he sent it, I was like, oh my god, really? That's your explanation? That's quite a shit explanation. So then I was like, well, I hope you're happy with her. Just don't come crawling back to me when it's over. And he's like, you need to leave. You need to leave the group chat right away. So, but I didn't. And at that point, I pretty much blocked him from everything because I didn't want him in my life at that point in time. But then, so I managed to, so the group chat was like the clothing business, and I managed to talk my way to staying in the group chat, which I am still in the group chat, still part of the business, and it's like, it's a business for like a really good cause. Like the way that the business started and what it intends to do is something that I can sort of relate to. I find it like a really good. So then, after a while of me and him talking, so exciting to get a really sore throat from this. That's why my voice probably sounds kind of deeper than it normally is. So then I guess like after me staying in the group chat, I was at a stage where I could tolerate him. I could talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him a lot, but I could talk to him if I had to. And that was pretty much my only intention. I only wanted to talk to him if I had to. If there was like if there was something I needed to do for like this clothing business, then I would talk to him to see what I had to do. So then I posted this thing on my story, and I will find it and read out what it. So I took this quiz the other day, just a random thing because I was bored and I wanted something to do. So I decided to take a random BuzzFeed quiz. And it was, the quiz title on BuzzFeed was, put together a sequence of numbers and we'll reveal your fortune for the upcoming week. So this was the 28th of June, so not that long ago. And the result that I got was, You got someone who likes you will make a move. I bet you didn't know you had the secret admirer. This week your admirer will finally work up the courage to make their first move. Keep an eye on your text messages. So then, not that long ago, not that long after, I got a message from Sam. So on my Snapchat story he'd swiped up to the chat saying, I'll get all this up. It's on my phone. Have all the messages, I have all the receipts and everything. And this one, so basically after that, after I didn't want to talk to him for a bit. So after I calmed down from the message, this was like probably about like before recess time in school, I think, I don't know. And I didn't reply, I wasn't sure how to handle it. Because I was like, well okay, so this is basically what he said. He said, Megan, I like you. There, I said it. Jeez, that was so scary. And I was like, okay, now he's telling me that he likes me after he loves Maria from Mexico. And so then I was like, are you actually being serious? Like, sort of like, are you actually being serious? Like, you're telling me that you like me now. And then he was like, I mean, I could if we actually tried, but I don't not like you. So at that point I was like confused, like, what does he mean by I don't not like you? So I sort of took it as the point where, so I did research by what does I don't not like you mean? And then this is what I got. It says it means I don't love you. If it's coming from a girl, it means let's be friends. But if coming from a guy, it means you're good enough to use for my pleasure, but don't expect anything more. What it ultimately means is move on. So then I replied with, it's just that I don't know if I like you in that way anymore after what happened. You really did hurt me, and I don't know if I'm ready to be anything more than friends yet. That may change, but I doubt it. And then after a while, because I was talking to a friend about this, I was like, what do I do? And I decided to look at his Snapchat response, and he said, if you liked me enough, something would have happened. And at that point I was like, oh, if I liked you enough, something would have happened. No. Then I told him, excuse me, I don't mean to come off as a bitch here, but I basically explained to him I liked him a lot before Valentine's Day. So, yeah, we pretty much, I was like, something would have happened if you liked me enough, because I liked you a lot. And then, like, just, we started talking again, sort of. We sort of had a chat over it. We sort of cleared everything up in the air. But then, he goes and sends me all these like messages that he sent to Maria, explaining how he still loves her. And as soon as I got this, I was like, why are you sending this to me? What is your intention with this? Why, out of everyone, did you choose to send this to me? Did you not think that maybe there's still a very small part of me that still maybe likes you? It's like you don't send a message saying, I love you. Sending a message, so this is a message sent to Maria, basically this huge ass message saying how, like, he still loves her and everything, and I'm like, and he wants to know, like, what else can I do? I think sorry, it's taking like a long time. But he was basically I messaged him after he sent me all this saying, why are you sending me these messages? What are you trying to get me to see? And he goes, because I'm losing my sanity. I don't know IDK WTF to you today. This is what you were asking for last night, love. And I was like, but what do you want me to do? And then he's like, IDK, what to do? I'm losing my mind, bro. WTF am I supposed to do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't really want to see these messages to Maria. Because maybe there's still a very small part of me that still likes you. I don't know. I don't really want to see these messages. And then, yeah, it's like I just don't really want to talk to him like we used to before in case I do fall for him again. And then I know it won't work out because he's in love with Maria. So, yeah, Sam, if you're watching this somehow, maybe there's still a very small part of me that still likes you. But yeah, we're on good terms now, I think. At least. And, yeah, I can tolerate him, I just don't want to talk to him a lot in case I do start to catch feelings for him again. So that's basically sort of my rant, story time thing. I don't know what to call this, story rant. So yeah. So I'm sorry if this offended you in any way. This is a very long video. If you're still here, thank you for still sticking. I know it's not really a rant, but it's like, I'm just annoyed with this guy. Yeah, cause like, he did hurt me when he told me he was in love with Maria. And maybe there's still just that very small part of me that still likes him and still wants to have something with him. But, you know, just sailing the sea, looking for different fish. I don't know. But thank you for watching all this video. If you're still here, leave a like, drop a comment below, share it, subscribe, be part of the Bear Squad. And don't ask me when I'm next posting a video. Like, I don't even know when I'm posting a video next myself. I still need to find an editing app, and this is why it's like 22 minutes long. And this is why I do one take videos, because it's easy. I don't have to edit them. So everyone at my school, don't ask me when I'm posting next. Okay, I know my YouTube channel's dead, but like, don't expect me to know when I'm posting. But yeah, that was my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it probably wasn't much of a rant, like I probably like my fuckboy rant, but it's more of like a story time, chilled, laid back rant. But honestly, check out Phoenix Apparel Ltd on Instagram, Facebook. That's our clothing business. Go support it. We want it to become something big. Yeah. Follow Instagram, Facebook, pages up for that. And yeah. Bye.